If you or one of your friends come from an immigrant background in the West, then you will have come across the term whitewashed sometime in your life. Now, to be honest, I don't really hear it that much in day-to-day life, but that's just my personal experience. However, I have had enough conversations about it to where I can make a short video essay on this topic with a beautiful thumbnail. So that's what I'm going to do. To begin, I want to talk about the usage, or more appropriately, the misusage of this term. I feel like some people don't know the definition of whitewash, and this leads to it losing some of its meaning, especially due to how vague the description of it can be. Some people even think that it's offensive to call someone whitewashed. I personally disagree with that judgment. I think noticing someone's attitudes towards their cultural beliefs and practices isn't wrong by itself, but when people start calling other fruit slurs because of it, then I do agree with their point of view. For the South Asian community, the coconut is used as the fruit slur as it's brown on the outside and white on the inside. And as a South Asian living in the West, I'll only talk about people the same boat as me for the rest of the duration of this video, as I'm not qualified to talk about other races' experiences on their behalf. My opinion on this is that if someone from the same cultural group as you calls you whitewashed, then their claims would be more valid. I don't see being whitewashed as a particularly good or bad thing. There's nothing morally right or wrong about it, and their decisions aren't any of my business. But many people do see it as a bad thing, as it's abandoning their original culture, or a good thing as they're trying to integrate better into Western society. Now, how would a whitewashed person be defined? The actual main definition is actually pretty straightforward. Someone who assimilates into Western society while leaving their ethnic, Indic-based traditions behind. But when you go into the specific details of what small decisions make someone whitewash and the overall gradient of where someone lies on the spectrum, then that is where things can get blurry, and that's due to the unfair nature of trying to define culture. Culture is something which is very broad and subjective and also embedded in daily lives, so it will be hard to find clear-cut lines to properly define it. So the rest of this video is pretty much entirely up to debate, and I understand any criticism towards my opinion. I think that it is mainly about respecting and trying to participate in their culture, even if their attempts aren't really that good. It's the thought which counts. If someone is embarrassed to talk about or tries to distance themselves from their Indic roots in favour of the Western traditions, then that would make them I see it as more of a knowing and acknowledging rather than actually enjoying your culture to not be whitewashed. Now, this section is for things that I don't consider whitewash, and you might think these criteria seem odd to mention, and I agree. But I've heard people use these as reason to call someone whitewashed in my life, so it's getting mentioned anyways. Having necessarily Western interests and lifestyle doesn't by itself make someone whitewashed, as certain hobbies are different to cultural norms. One can listen to Western media over Bollywood, prefer skiing or golf over badminton and cricket, and do all other stereotypically white activities, yet if they have appreciation and interest for their local cuisine or celebrations, then they're not whitewashed and shouldn't be considered as such. I also think that if you don't have strong connection to either Western or Indic cultures, then you aren't necessarily whitewashed. The main part of the term is to signify someone who has abandoned one culture for another, so people who are disassociated with both, so mostly the chronically online no-lives, cannot be classed as whitewashed as there was no culture that they've adopted. And no, the internet culture does not count. Having predominantly non-Indic friends or not sounding South Asian also doesn't mean you're whitewashed. It is completely possible for someone to be a part of their heritage while being friends with people with different backgrounds or having a very white... Okay, why did I need to explain this? Like, it is extremely obvious. I have no idea how some people use this as a reason to call someone whitewashed. Honestly, this is me going off script. Last factor I want to talk about is someone's political views. This can have two dimensions: views on integration of migrants and overall attitudes towards minorities from South Asia. Wanting to ensure that migrants integrate properly and wanting migration numbers to be reduced by itself doesn't mean that you are whitewashed. But being okay with them having discrimination and racist comments hurled at them, so indirectly you as well, does. Self-haters are fine with or even try to encourage these types of comments directed at their own community because they have an inferiority complex. I'm not going to get too much into detail about the remainder of this video, as it will be about my personal experiences. I want to keep it purposefully vague to avoid scenarios like the animation playing right now. Now, do I consider myself whitewashed? No, I don't. I have respect for the culture and know about the traditions and products produced by it. I can also speak Bengali at an intermediate level, which is around B1 on the CFR scale, and I've learnt it for around a year and a half. The main ambiguity for me comes with celebrating festivals and the religious influence. I think the reason why it's so hard to take out the religious influence in festivals and holidays is due to how ingrained it is in pretty much all the Indic cultures. It doesn't help that there are Hindu, Buddhist and Jain atheists, which make the spectrum of what is religion and what is secular even harder to differentiate. Back to the Gen Z protest video, which you should totally watch, by the way, probably my favourite video on this channel. I gave details. I'm irreligious. The Bengalis are separated between India and Bangladesh, yet the culture is pretty much the same, except Bangladesh has a more Islamic influence to it, while West Bengal and Tripura kept the original Hindu base, and the festivals and holidays celebrated in those regions change based on the religion you follow. As I don't follow either religion, I don't celebrate the festivals which are directly based upon religion, so Eid and Durga Puja, which are the main ones, by the way. And for the ones which are more secularized, so Diwali, I only celebrate the non-religious parts. There are also some festivals which don't really have any religious connotations and quite major, so Poila Boishakh, which is the New Year. Seeing the amount of festivals I cut out may seem as if I'm a boring person, but I was born and have lived in the UK my entire life, so I also celebrate British holidays while avoiding the religious parts of the Christian ones, like Christmas and Easter. Hopefully that cleared things up, but that conclusion I made can be up to interpretation and other people have different judgments, especially with how generic the term is. Not too many people call me whitewash, and the only time I've been called a coconut was when I was explaining the fruit slurs with some of my friends and one of them called me it as a joke, without even knowing what it means. So that's pretty much everything I have to talk about for this topic. If you want to see more videos,